Hey, good morning, family. This is Colin. How are you doing this New Year's Day? I just want to take this time to just wish you all a happy, prosperous, successful, and healthy 2024. I hope that the sky's the limit for you all. I know a lot of folks, we make resolutions and we start the year off with our resolutions, and a month, 2 months in, we just forget about it and just start go right back to what we normally used to do. But I challenge you all that this 2024 is a year for us to grow, multiply, and just conquer. So make your resolution and try to stick to it. You ever heard the saying, most people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan? Well, that's exactly what it is. So make a plan and stick to it as best as you can. And if you accomplish something halfway, that's still better than nothing at all. So some of the things I challenge you to do this year is to focus more on your family, try to grow in not just individual but as a family. And whatever you do, try to write down some goals and say these are the things that we're going to work on, and you try your best to work on those. From a family standpoint, that should be number one. How can we increase this family in whatever way we choose to. Next thing we want to do is think about what you can do today that will make a difference tomorrow and the next day, and so forth. Some of the things that I know for sure that you can do to change what happens is starting with an emergency account, starting to build up about 6 months to a year's expenses, and God forbid anything happen, you could still pay your bills for 6 months. Might seem far-fetched, but if you start with $50, $100 a month, at the end of the year, that's going to be $1,200 that you never had, that if an emergency comes up, that you could use. Okay. Also, you could, if you started a college fund for your sons at a young age, it might cost you, like I said, a small amount, but it's going to save you in the long run. So focus on the things that you could do to better your family. And as we do that, don't forget there's people out there still struggling. So a part of your goal is to help whoever you can, whenever you can, without affecting your bottom line. Because that's where your blessings is going to come from. If you could spare a dollar or $2 or to a charity or to a loved one, or if you could get somebody going in their career. They say you teach a man to fish, he will fish for life. You just don't want to give him a fish and let him, he will always be begging you for a fish. So just teach somebody how to fish and what you can do this year. And as long as you have goals, at the end of this 2024, you're going to look back and say, look, I accomplished some or accomplished none of my goals. Well, if you didn't set any goals, then there's nothing to measure. There's no yardstick to measure what you accomplished or what you didn't accomplish. So I challenge you, just take the time, do that for the 2024 season. It's young, it's just started. And together, I challenge you, we're going to grow together. We're going to grow together. So start the emergency account, start a college fund or a small amount, start a mutual fund for your love for your son or your daughter, or just consider, okay, this year I'm going to buy a house. I need a down payment. It might be far fetched, but you start putting away 50, $100. If you eat out 5 times a week, maybe you want to try to eat out maybe 3 times a week, cook a little bit more at home. And at the end of the year, you're going to see the difference, how much you have saved up. Okay. So I challenge you to do these things. And together we're going to grow, and we're going to revisit this again throughout the year to make sure we have actually started something. And I'm going to share with you what I've started, and together we're going to rise and succeed. So I'm not a financial planner or advisor. I'm not making any recommendations or suggestions. I'm just giving you my opinion and sharing my experience with you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I could put out more content. And I don't know on the rights to this music, but we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do it real big, and we're gonna succeed. So I'll see you at the top. Thanks again. Have a happy new year. I hope you and your family will achieve much success. Thank you. Bye bye.